Hey Bestie, welcome back to another episode of The Comfort Zone. I missed you. Did you miss me? I missed you. If you're new here, hey girl, I'm Kendra Shanice, and this is The Comfort Zone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. And of course, you can be a part of this family simply by subscribing to my channel. So if you're watching this video, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel. If you're unfamiliar with what the comfort zone is, I have a video up explaining exactly what it is, but I'm just going to give you a brief explanation. The comfort zone is a space that I created for myself and my subscribers, for us to be completely transparent with each other. It's literally like my video journal. I take topics straight out of my personal journal and I post videos about them, because the things that I write about in my journal, they genuinely help me, and I feel like me posting about these things can help you guys in any type of way. So that's one of the reasons why I post these videos. And it gets really personal in here. So yeah, I just kind of like be just putting my shit out there. Just because this is a safe space. This is a place where we can be completely transparent. So if there's anything that you would ever want to talk about, you can either let me know in the comments, or you can email this email that I'm putting on the screen somewhere. This is an email that I created just for us, so that we can interact with each other whenever you guys want to reach out to me. It doesn't matter. But if you want to email me anything, feel free, because I always respond, and I always respond to my comments as well. If you are interested in being a part of this environment, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, because I have a whole bunch of videos coming out. And they're not only going to be comfort zone videos. I also have another series about self-care Saturdays, and some of my other videos are also going to be a little bit more personal. So subscribe. All right, so I'm going to really try to not to make this video too long, so I'm going to get right into it. This episode of The Comfort Zone is going to be about positive affirmations. If you watched the previous episode of The Comfort Zone, you will know that we talked about insecurities in self and how they stop us from becoming the people that we want to be. This space is strictly surrounding growth. So like everything that we talk about is anything that will involve growth in self and becoming your best self. When we spoke about insecurities in self, for those of you that didn't see the episode, I talked about ways to help with insecurities, and one of these ways were positive affirmations. So if you didn't watch that video, make sure you pause this video, go watch that video, and then come back to this video, because it is going to be very helpful. All right, so around last year is when I first started using positive affirmations. It kind of wasn't on purpose. I just was trying to I was trying to help myself with my confidence, because it literally was like in the ground. I had zero confidence in myself, zero confidence in my abilities. I didn't think that I was capable of doing anything or even obtaining success. Like, I was insecure about my body. I just had no confidence, like none whatsoever. There was a lot of things that was different. Like, I was not the nicest person to myself. I would be nice to everyone else, and I wouldn't be nice to myself. Or I would compliment other people, and I wouldn't compliment me. You know, it was just a lot of things that I noticed. So me using positive affirmations, it was like organic. But then I saw, when I used to be on social media, I also saw people will post like videos, and it will have affirmations in them, and it will be like you know, you are strong, you are powerful, like stuff like that. But then I started realizing that it goes beyond the things that you hear on the internet. Like, yes, these are positive affirmations, but they might not be what each person behind the screen specifically needs to hear. So like if I need affirmations about confidence, I'm going to if I lack confidence, I'm going to give myself affirmations to help with my confidence. If my insecurity was my weight, I would give myself positive affirmations about my body, about loving myself. You know, it's different types of affirmations. So today I'm going to be helping you formulate the affirmations that you need for yourself, the positive affirmations that you need. And everybody talks about positive affirmations, but you know, people just normally say it, but I actually use affirmations because they genuinely help. They actually helped me with my confidence. And yes, it's still an ongoing process, but y'all, I came a far way. And if you're watching this and you know me in real life, I bet you can tell that I came a far way, because I'm that girl. But no, for real, I can actually say that when you're consistent with giving yourself positive affirmations and mental reassurance about whatever you lack, you're gonna start believing it. In the beginning, you really might not believe anything that you're saying. It might just be jibber jabber, but when you continue to say it to yourself, I promise you that you're going to look at yourself in a different way. And at first, I swear I did not believe that, but being that it worked for me, bitch, I'm gonna tell everybody, okay? I tell my sisters all the time, and people don't really like want to hear that because they might not think it works, or they don't want to put the time in, but then you're just gonna be stuck with this problem. You're gonna be stuck with this insecurity for a lifetime. But me, I wanted to, you know, get shit down packed. I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted to love myself. I wanted to love who I was. So yes, I was gonna put the work in. Something that I learned was that your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors, they all play a role in each other. So your thoughts translate to your feelings, and your feelings translate to your actions. So if you're noticing that you want to get up and you want to do work and you want to do this and you want to do that, but for some reason you just cannot find it in yourself to do it, that is because your thoughts and your feelings are affecting your actions. They each just translate into each other. So your thoughts translate to your feelings, and your feelings translate to your actions and behaviors. So what I did, and this portion right here is going to help you come up with exactly where you need, exactly what aspect of your life you need affirmations in, positive affirmations in. This portion of the video is going to tell you a lot about yourself, a lot that you probably don't even realize about yourself. There were 3 questions I asked myself. I'm going to put the 3 questions on the screen. The first question is, how do I currently feel? The second question is, what are my thoughts behind these feelings? And the third question is, what actions are coming from me feeling this way? For me specifically, I have an easier time speaking on how I feel than my thoughts. There's a lot of thoughts that go through my head, which I can't really put into words, but the way how I feel, I can always put it into words because I'm feeling it. And for some people, it may be different. So for you, it might be easier for you to talk about what's going on in your mind than the way how you feel. And if that is the case for you, then switch the first 2 questions. So if you feel like you can put your thoughts into words before you can put your feelings into words, then switch the first 2 questions. So your first question will be number 2. But I'm speaking from me specifically because it's easier for me to put my feelings into words than to put my thoughts into words. So with these 3 questions, I then made a list. So for the first question, how do I currently feel? I literally made a listing of every feeling that I currently feel in the moment. Like, my list came up to about 8 things. And then for my second question, which is what are my thoughts behind my feelings, I literally took number 1, My first answer for question number 2 is going to be in correlation to my first answer for question number 1. So, for how I currently feel, I put stuck and lazy. And then my answer in response to my thought behind it was, I think that my next step will be wrong, so I stand still. That's deep. I don't care what you say. That's deep. So my action behind this was to lay in bed and do nothing. That's just an example. So I'm just showing you guys an example of how the chart works. I want you guys to go and grab your journals, because yes, this is going to be a written activity. Sometimes we do stuff like this, okay? Because they are for our benefit. So grab your journals and write down this chart. Now, when you make this list, the first question is going to determine how long your other lists are going to be. So for how you currently feel, you might be feeling so many different types of ways. So I want you to write down every feeling you currently have. Make a list, okay, of every current feeling. And then when you get to second 2, dissect each of these feelings. Why are you feeling this way? What are your thoughts behind this feeling? This particular feeling. Take it one by one. And after you finish that, then come back and we are going to finish. Alright, so now that you have finished your list, we're going to do something very, very important. Circle all of the words that stick out to you on this page. Circle all of them. Your page is gonna literally look like a whole bunch of circles on it, but it's going to help you understand so much about you. So some of the words I have here is stuck, lazy, confused, fearful, wrong. And literally some of these words you're gonna have more than once. I have wrong on here 1,000 times. Like, so I have stuck, lazy, giving up, confused, rushing, wrong, different. The word that I have written on here the most in mine is wrong. So basically what my chart is saying is that I lack confidence in my ability. So on this paper, I'm basically saying that I feel like everything I do is going to be wrong. Every current move I make is wrong. Every future move that I'm gonna make is gonna be wrong. So I try not to make these moves, and I just try to not do anything because I don't want to be wrong. So this made me realize a lot about myself, because it's like, first of all, what's wrong with being wrong? You have to be wrong in order to get to a point where you can be right. You have to mess up, you have to make mistakes in order to be successful. It's nothing wrong with failing. It's nothing wrong with being wrong. It's just, you know, that's just a part of life. But that is something that I struggled with. I lacked confidence in my ability. I lacked confidence in what I know. I always felt like everything I did was wrong. Everything I was going to say was wrong. And if my opinion looked any different than anybody else's, I never wanted to speak my opinion because I thought it was wrong. That stemmed from my childhood. So once again, if you did not watch my other video, if you did not watch the previous episode of The Comfort Zone, I really hope you go watch it, because that was a gem. Okay? It is going to help you realize so much about yourself, and that's what these videos are all about. These videos are about realizing more about yourself and growing from what you realize about yourself. After you circle all of these words and you see more about who you are as a person and how you actually feel about yourself, I want you to analyze the message of the entire page. So you see how I read some of the words I have on my page, and then the bigger picture that I got from this was that I lack confidence. I lack confidence in my ability. I lack confidence in the decisions that I make for myself. You know, I needed reassurance about being wrong so that I can eventually get up and do the things that I have planned for me to do instead of letting my lack of confidence in myself get in the way. That's exactly how this is supposed to help you get further. So, after you analyze the page and you realize what the bigger message is, then you're going to know exactly where you need mental reassurance. You're going to know exactly what aspects of your life you need to use positive affirmations. Now, I want you to go on Google and I want you to type in positive affirmations about boom, whatever it is. Positive affirmations about being wrong.
I'm sorry, Kendra. Kendra, I'm sorry. Since I already laughed, I might as well tell you.
Alright, so once you get this part done, I want you to go on Google and type in positive affirmations about blank. So, positive affirmations about self-confidence, positive affirmations about being wrong, positive affirmations about my body. I would not suggest taking the affirmations exactly from Google how they are, because sometimes you need something a bit more powerful. You know, some stuff on Google would be like, I am bold, or I am sexy, but no. So I'm going to read you guys my page of affirmations that I actually wrote to myself, because Google was a nice little template, but I just used it for ideas. All right, so this is what my page looks like. I got a whole separate paper and I actually ripped it out of my book because I keep it on my nightstand. So like in the morning I read it, or at night before bed. You make the schedule for yourself. But this is what it looks like. It's just a list and some on the back too. It says confidence is key, affirmations to build confidence. So I'm gonna read y'all some of them because I don't want the video to be that long. So some of the ones I have on here is, it is okay to rest, I deserve rest, my interpretations and opinions are just as important, get the fuck out. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being incorrect. I have being incorrect leads to knowledge and growth. You have to fail in order to succeed. Failure is a part of life. I also have there is no such thing as the wrong move. Every move you make leads to where you desire to be, but you must take steps and move forward in order to get there. Fear is unreal and it doesn't live here. I am brave enough to take chances. My struggles are only opportunities to grow. Being different is being powerful. That is just some of them. But they speak to me because they are the affirmations that I need. And your list should speak to you because they're the affirmations that you need. Now, once you finish this list, make your list as long as you want it to be. Tell yourself everything that you feel like you need to hear. Try to read this to yourself as much as possible. And it is okay to forget a day. It is okay to forget 2 days. It is okay to forget some days, because everybody's not always going to remember to give themselves affirmations. But the more you remember, the more you read them to yourself, the more you remind yourself of these things, the more you actually feel it, the more you actually believe it, the more you actually look at yourself differently and more in a positive light. So when I first started reading this paper, I used to read it in the morning and in the night. And then some mornings I would forget, and then I would remember at nighttime, and then I would just read it to myself at night. And let me tell you something. Don't just read it. Speak it to yourself. And I don't even speak it to myself in my room. I go in the mirror, in the bathroom, wherever, and I don't read it in my head. I read it out loud. And I look at myself in the mirror and say it to myself, because girl, hello. But yeah, no, for real. Shut up. Read it in the mirror. Read it to you. Speak it out loud. Try to get any type of privacy. If you have family members and stuff like that and you don't have that much privacy, go in the bathroom, okay? Or go in your room, or, you know, turn your TV up so that nobody can hear you, and just look at yourself in the mirror. If you're giving yourself affirmations about your body, get naked, girl. Look in the mirror and really read this paper and speak it to you. This right here, your list, is the key to letting go of all of your insecurities. This little piece of paper, okay? So let me know how this activity goes for you. You can either tell me in the comments or you can email me. I look forward to hearing from y'all. I hope you like this video, and I hope this video helped you in some type of way. And if you are going to do this activity, please, please, please be consistent. Consistency is key. Love yourself enough to do this for you. Love yourself enough to show yourself some love. Love yourself enough to give yourself some mental reassurance, because you need it. If you didn't watch my previous video of the comfort zone, make sure you go watch it, because it basically goes hand in hand with this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all, all three of y'all.
Why the fuck would you say that?
All three of y'all that be watching my videos, I love y'all, okay? I don't care who you are, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Comfort Zone. Make sure you like this video, make sure you comment on this video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. I'm going to put them on the screen. Make sure you follow me on Depop, because I'm selling clothes and wigs on Depop, and if you want it, I got it. Make sure you follow me on Depop and also shop my Depop, because I have some really, really nice stuff up there. And make sure you watch my videos that are yet to come. I look forward to seeing y'all on the next episode of The Comfort Zone. Bye.